I dressed for the Aurora game in my navy and silver pitbull uniform, with nerves making my belly flutter. It was like a bunch of nauseous butterflies had taken up residence right in the pit of my gut. Tori was on one side of me pulling on her cheerleading uniform, and Geraldine was on the other doing lunges in her bra and panties to limber up, or so she'd put it. The sound of the crowd carried from the stadium above us, and my heart juddered every time a horn went off or a wave of excited cheers rang out. Oh my God, so many people. I'd been working my ass off in pitball training, but nothing could have prepared me for the pressure of a game that actually mattered. The press were here. It was my first match of the season. I was going to be watched like a hawk, ridiculed if I fell on my ass. Oh hell, I was going to fall on my ass. The door opened behind us.
Whoa! Okay. Looking good, Darius.
And several of the cheerleaders shrieked as Darius strode in wearing his pitball uniform, making a beeline for Tori. She was only in her skirt and sports bra, looking to him with her brows arching.
Flans on a Friday! This is the ladies' room, and Jacinta has her petunia out!
She pointed at Jacinta, who was struggling to get her panties up her legs, getting entangled as she stared at Darius's back in alarm. Darius rolled his eyes, ignoring the chaos around him as he fixed Tori in his sights, while I fought a grin at the two of them. I couldn't believe what Caleb had done for them, and I was so happy that there was a way they could be together sometimes, even if that did involve a threesome with 2 heirs. At least she was enjoying herself. Get it, Tor?
Cheerleaders sometimes support a certain player on the field.
Darius pushed his hand into his pocket and took out a navy ribbon with the word Fire Shield on it.
Will you cheer for me today, Roxy?
He held it out for her, and I swear she actually blushed.
I'm cheering for Darcy and Geraldine, too.
We don't mind. Do we, Geraldine?
By all the rocks in Saturn's rings, of course we don't.
Tori shrugged in answer, a smile playing around her mouth, and he leaned forward and wrapped the ribbon around her throat and tied it in place.
They're normally worn on the wrist. This is most romantic.
Good luck.
He nodded before heading out of the room. I bit my lip, looking to her for a comment, while Geraldine rested a foot up on the bench, pressing her elbow to her knee and perching her chin on her knuckles as she gazed wistfully at my sister.
What?
You know what. She fought a grin, glancing over her shoulder as if checking to make sure he was really gone. Then she cast a silencing bubble around the 3 of us, and her expression became anxious.
It's not that I don't like the sweet side of Darius, but...
But what?
What is it?
I just miss our back and forth. This isn't him, it's just a nice version of him. I want the real Darius, not some watered-down version. And I need to be sure the real Darius isn't going to hurt me again. Like what happens when one day I piss him off and make him lose his temper again.
Geraldine's jaw almost hit the floor, but before she could try and convince Tori otherwise, I spoke. Because I knew my sister, and I was starting to get a fairly good read on Darius, too. And she had a point. He was on his best behavior right now, but that couldn't go on forever. If they were going to find some way to make this work, she needed to know what long-term Darius looked like. And besides that, she lived for being kept on her toes.
So, piss him off and see how he reacts.
I've tried. He doesn't bite back anymore. It's infuriating.
I nodded, thinking on it for a moment. Then an idea struck me that was completely insane, but would definitely get a rise out of the dragon.
Ooh, what about the gold we buried? You could remind him you've still got it.
My ladies, I must remind you both that riling a dragon is not a safe expedition. I once sat on Angelica's favorite scrying bowl, and she broke 14 windows across campus with her roar.
Tori dropped her silencing bubble as she pulled on the rest of her uniform.
Don't worry, Geraldine. I have a plan. I'll see you soon.
Where are you going? You have to cheer in less than 15 minutes.
I'll be back.
Then she darted out the door.
Oh, okay.